Today, I wish to take one theory concept for chapter number 4, Goodwill. In the previous session, we considered what goodwill is and how it is being valued. In this lecture, I want to consider how goodwill is accounted for. What is the accounting effect of goodwill? In the previous chapter, chapter number 3, you have studied how to account for reconstruction of a partnership firm. So where there is a change in the profit sharing ratio between the partners, how should it be considered? How the revaluation of assets and liabilities is being done, that we have studied in the 3rd chapter. Now, in light of that understanding, how to account for goodwill, where there is a reconstruction of a partnership firm, that is a point of concern, point of consideration right now here before us. Let me start. The theory concept, goodwill and its accounting effects that I want to consider. Now, for the purpose of explaining theoretical aspect, I will prepare one chart. What are the various options for accounting are available, that I will discuss. With reference to the chart, I'll explain the theory. The theory also will be found in a notes form on the screen. To explain those theory concepts, I am going to consider one small illustration for your better understanding. Observe on the screen and try to learn accounting for goodwill in light of change in the profit sharing ratio. Goodwill and its accounting effect. Now, the accounting effects of goodwill can be understood or explained in light of the existing facts in the books of accounts. The existing facts. 1. When goodwill account is not there in the books of the partnership firm. So, in the books of accounts of the partnership firm, goodwill account is not there. So, balance sheet value of goodwill is said to be 0. Or the third thing I want to say, the same point in the third way. No goodwill is disclosed in the balance sheet. There is no existing goodwill in the books of accounts. This is one situation. In this situation, how the goodwill accounting is made, that we shall consider. The another situation in contradiction, when goodwill account is there in the books of the partnership firm, how to go for its accounting. So the entire discussion is based on these two classes. 1. There is no goodwill in the books of the firm, how goodwill accounting is to be done. There is a goodwill in the balance sheet, how the goodwill accounting is to be done. So these are the two basic options under which we are going to consider the accounting effects of goodwill. Now, this is what exists in the books of accounts. Now, what has happened today? Today, what has happened? The partners have decided to change their profit sharing ratio. 1. Second thing, they made a valuation of goodwill. How goodwill is being valued, that we have discussed in lecture number 1. Now, two things has occurred today. 1, there is a change in the profit sharing ratio and the goodwill valuation is made. So these are the two information given to you for the purpose of accounting. Now goodwill valuation is made. Now, and that goodwill valuation made today, how should it be taken care of? How should it be accounted for? In light of these two options, let us consider. When goodwill account is not there, In the books of accounts, there is no goodwill. Balance sheet value of goodwill is 0 and the valuation of goodwill is made. How to account for that? Understand. The determined value of goodwill is disclosed, raised in the books of accounts. This is option number 1. Accounting option number 1. There is no goodwill in the books. Valuation made. The determined value of goodwill is to be shown in the books of accounts. That is first option. Or either you disclose goodwill in the balance sheet and account for it. The second option, that the determined value of goodwill is disclosed or raised in the books of accounts and then written off. The second option, raise the goodwill and write it off. Allow goodwill to appear in the books and then see to it that it disappears. So raising and writing off results in disclosure of goodwill in the books and withdrawal of goodwill from the books. So this is the second option. And the third option, determined value of goodwill is adjusted to the capital accounts of the partners. So these are the three options. Option 1, accounting done. If you don't go for this option 1, then go for option 2, raise and write off, accounting is done. If you don't raise and write off, if you adjust directly goodwill to the capital accounts of the partners, then also accounting is done. So these are the three optional treatments. All the three don't coexist. So either go by this method or this second method or third method. These are the options. Now, in light of this second option, alternative, when goodwill is there in the books of the partnership firm, there is a value of goodwill. So there is an existing goodwill and the valuation of that goodwill is done today when there is a change in the profit sharing ratio. Then what happens? The determined revalued value of goodwill is equal to old disclosed value in the books of accounts. So the value of goodwill that is there in the books and the revaluation made thereof is same. There is no change in the value of goodwill. This is the first option. Or the second thing that can occur, that determined value of goodwill is more than old disclosed book value in the accounts. So what is the second thing that has occurred? Second that could occur, the determined value is more than book value. And the third thing that can occur is that determined value of goodwill is less than old disclosed value in the books of accounts. So these are the three options. Now I am going to discuss the goodwill accounting in light of these options. 1. Goodwill is there in the books, it is to be raised. Goodwill is not there in the books and it is to be raised. Goodwill is not there in the books, it is to be raised and written off. Goodwill is not there in the books, adjusted to the capital accounts. Goodwill is there in the books, revaluation made. The revalued value and the book value is same. Second option, revalued value is more than the book value. And third option, revalued value is less than the book value. Now let us take one by one. I'll explain the theory, take the practical illustration and try to explain. Let me start now. Now after these three options, the revalued value appears in the balance sheet. Now partners wish to write off the disclosed value of goodwill after revaluation. So here, understand, no book value, goodwill is raised. No book value, existing no book value, raised and written off. Existing no book value, goodwill adjusted to the capital account. Here, there is a value of goodwill, there is a goodwill in the books of accounts and the revaluation made is same. So there is no increase or decrease. And whatever the existing value of goodwill is there is to be written off. That is the policy decision that partners have taken. So there is no change in the value of goodwill and the existing goodwill is to be written off. The full value of goodwill is to be written off. Determined value of goodwill is to be written off. In second option, the determined value is more than the book value. So here the goodwill is raised and the raised goodwill is written off totally afterwards. And here the determined value of goodwill is less than the book value. There is a decrease in value of goodwill. So first, decline in value of goodwill will be recorded. Decline in value of goodwill will be recorded. Then once again, whatever the revalued value of goodwill is there, determined value of goodwill is there, that is to be written off. So these are the options that we are going to discuss. Let me start with the first one. This is the option that I want to discuss. Determined value of goodwill is to be disclosed, raised. Look at this here. Observe on the screen. I'll read for you and explain. When goodwill account is not shown in the books, the determined value of goodwill is required to be shown in the books of the firm. So these are the two conditions I have repeated. The goodwill account will be raised in the old profit and loss distribution ratio of the existing partners, and this determined value of goodwill is disclosed on the asset side of the balance sheet, and for raising the goodwill, the total value is debited to goodwill account and is credited to old partners capital account in their old profit sharing ratio. This is how it is accounting is to be done. Now let me take one illustration. Balance sheet value is 0, no value of goodwill that exists in the books of accounts. Determined value of goodwill is 60,000. Now there are three partners A, B, C. Their old profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1. They have changed their profit sharing ratio. Their new profit sharing ratio is 2:2:1. Now how to account for in light of this information? Book value is 0. Valuation made 60,000. So you have to raise. Goodwill is raised to the extent of 60,000. So how to raise? For the purpose of raising goodwill account is debited. So goodwill account debits 60,000. That 60,000 debited will be credited to the capital account of A, B and C in their old profit sharing ratio. What is their old profit sharing ratio? 1:1:1. So A will get 1/3 of 60,000, 20,000. B will get 1/3 of 60,000, that is 20,000. C will also get 20,000. So what is the journal entry for raising goodwill? Goodwill account debit 60,000. To A's capital account credit 20,000. To B's capital account credit 20,000. To C's capital account credit 20,000. This is how goodwill gets raised. And goodwill that has been debited, that will appear on the asset side of the balance sheet, and 20,000 will be credited to each partner's capital account for the increase in value of goodwill that has risen from 0 to 60,000. This is how the accounting fact is to be given. Now let me consider the next option. The determined value of goodwill is raised in the books of accounts and then written off. So it is raised first, then after change in the profit sharing ratio, it is written off. So when it is raised, there is no change in the profit sharing ratio. So it has to be, the raising is to be done in the old profit sharing ratio, and the writing off is to be done in the new profit sharing ratio. That's an important point that you should understand. So when the goodwill is raised, goodwill account debit to partners capital account is credited in the old profit sharing ratio, but when you write it off, it has to be written off in the new profit sharing ratio. Now this is a note for raising the goodwill. Same is applicable to second option because you have to raise the goodwill then write off. So this part of raising the goodwill is applicable to second option. So goodwill will be raised, goodwill account debit to partners capital account credit in their old profit sharing ratio. And when you write off, after raising the goodwill, as mentioned, if partners decide not to show the value of goodwill in the books of accounts, goodwill account should be written off. That is, goodwill account should be closed. To write off the value of goodwill, the existing partners capital account are to be debited in new profit sharing ratio, and goodwill account is credited at its total value. Thus, after writing of the goodwill, no goodwill would appear in the balance sheet. This is what I have read. Now let me apply to the practical illustration. Look at it. There is no goodwill in the books. Determined value is 60,000. The name of partners are ABC. Their old profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1. New profit sharing ratio is 2:2:1. The valuation of goodwill is 60,000. So goodwill is raised in old ratio, and goodwill is same goodwill 60,000 is written off in the new ratio. Now what's the journal entry? When the goodwill is raised, what's the journal entry? Goodwill account debit, to A's capital account credit 20,000, to B's capital account credit 20,000, to C's capital account credit 20,000. Now goodwill is to be written off. When you want to write off the goodwill account is to be credited. Goodwill is an asset. Goodwill is an asset. It has got a debit balance. You want to write off its value, decrease its value. So goodwill account is to be credited. Now the partner's capital account will be debited in the new profit sharing ratio, that is 2:2:1. So 60,000 divided by 5. 60,000 divided by 5. So 12 has a 60. 12,000. So 12 2s are 24,000. So 24,000 will be debited to capital account of A. 24,000 will be debited to capital account of B. And 12,000 will be debited to the capital account of C. And goodwill account is credited with 60,000. So what is the journal entry for writing off of goodwill? A's capital account debit 24,000, B's capital account debit 24,000, C's capital account debit 12,000, to goodwill account credit 60,000. Now remember one thing. What was the first entry for raising the goodwill? Goodwill account debit 60,000, A's capital account credit 20,000, B's capital account credit 20,000, C's capital account credit 20,000. What's the writing of entry? A's capital account debit 24,000, which was credited in the first entry. B's capital account debit 24,000, which was credited in the first entry by 20,000. C's capital account debit 12,000, which was credited with 20,000 is the first journal entry. In the first journal entry, goodwill account was debited. In the second journal entry, goodwill account is credited. So what is the net effect of these two journal entries? The net effect of these two journal entries is capital account debit 4,000. How 4,000? 24,000 minus 20,000. B's capital account debit 4,000. How 4,000? 24,000 debited in the second entry and 20,000 credited in the first entry. So B's capital account debit 4,000. 2. C's capital account credit 8,000, because 20,000 is credited in the first entry and 12,000 debited in the second entry. So what is the joint combined entry of these two? A's capital account debit 4,000, B's capital account debit 4,000, 2. C's capital account credit 8,000. This is known as net effect on the capital accounts of accounting of goodwill under this, for this sum. So if you want to give the effect of goodwill directly to the capital account, that is same as the joint entry that you record, joint entry number 1 for raising, entry number 2 for writing off. If you combine these two entries, you will get the entry for goodwill adjusted to the capital account. So what is the journal entry for goodwill adjusted to capital account? A's capital account debit 4,000, B's capital account debit 4,000, C's capital account credit 8,000. This is the journal entry when the goodwill is adjusted to the capital account. You can come to the same answer by applying the optional method that I want to take care of right now. Look at the next consideration. Determine value of goodwill is adjusted to the capital accounts of the partner. This I want to consider. Now I read further. From the above information explained, or in above mentioned explanation, it can be said that when the effect of goodwill is directly given to the partner's capital account without opening goodwill account, how should it be done? I have already explained in the second option, but I am repeating because it's an optional explanation. The capital account of the partners who have gained share in profit gets debited. So gainers, partners, capital account is debited. Sacrifiers, partners, capital account is to be credited. And the capital account of the partner who have sacrificed share in profit gets credited with the goodwill proportion sacrificed by him. So gainers capital account is to be debited with the proportion of goodwill gained by them. The sacrifiers capital account is to be credited with the proportion of goodwill ownership sacrificed by them. So gainer's capital account debit to sacrificer's capital account credit, that is the principal. Considering the accounting standard in this regard, the direct entry to the partner's capital account is more appropriate. So this third option is considered to be the most appropriate option in light of the accounting standard. A stamp issued by the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Now let me take the illustration and explain this concept by taking one illustration. Just observe the screen. There is no goodwill in the books of accounts. The determined value is 60,000. A, B, C are the partners. Their old profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1. New profit sharing ratio is 2:2:1. Now I want to find out the share gained and share sacrificed by each partner. For that, just observe the method. 5 is 15. Suppose that 15 is the profit. And if it is distributed by the partners, before change in the profit sharing ratio, each partner will get 5 rupees, 5 rupees, 5 rupees from total 15 rupees. Suppose that my profit is 15. How I assume this profit to be 15? 5 is 15. So I took 15 as a criteria for assumption of profit. Now suppose 15 is the profit, and if it is distributed by the partners before change in the profit sharing ratio, each partner will get 5 rupees, 5 rupees, 5 rupees out of 15. But suppose now the same 15 rupees are distributed. After the change in the profit sharing ratio, each partner will get 15 into 2 by 5. A will get 15 into 2 by 5, 6 rupees. B will get 15 into 2 by 5, 3 2s are 6 rupees. And C will get 15 into 1 by 5, 3 rupees. So in the old profit sharing ratio, they will get 5, 5, 5. As per the new profit sharing ratio, they will get what? 6, 6 and 3. Now find out how much is the gain against 15, how much is the sacrifice against the total profit 15. Just observe. Gain for A is rupees 1 against 15. Gain of B is rupees 1 against profit, total profit 15, and the sacrifice of C is rupees 2 against total profit 15. Now in light of that, as I told to you, the partners who have gained, their capital account is to be debited, and the sacrifice partner's capital account is to be credited. Now see, 60,000 into 1 by 15, 4,000 is to be debited to the capital account of A because A is a gainer. B's capital account is to be debited 60,000 into 1 by 15, 4,000, because B is also a gainer. But the third partner C has sacrificed 2 against 15, so 60,000 into 2 by 15, 8,000 is to be credited to the capital account of C. So what is the journal entry for adjustment of this goodwill accounting to the capital accounts of the partners? A's capital account debit 4,000, B's capital account debit 4,000, to C's capital account credit 8,000. This is how the journal entry gets recorded when goodwill is adjusted to the capital accounts of the partners. The same journal entry I have explained to you by recording a combined entry under this second option. And this is another explanation to come to the same answer, to come to the same conclusion. Now I have tried to explain this entire option number 1, wherein no goodwill is there in the books of accounts. There are 3 methods to account. 1, raise the goodwill. 2nd, raise and write off. 3rd, adjust to capital account. These are the optional methods. You can go for only one method for actual accounting. You can't go for all at a time. Remember it. They are the options. All or like that. Now I want to consider the next. When goodwill account is there in the books of the partnership firm and the revaluation is made. See, goodwill is there in the books of the firm. Two things have occurred today. There is a reconstruction of a partnership firm. Means, let us presume that there is a change in the profit sharing ratio and the valuation of goodwill is made. So one thing is existing goodwill in the books, that is the existing fact, and the new information, there is a change in the profit sharing ratio and the goodwill is being revalued. Now when the revalued value and the book value is equal, how to account for it? And after that, if partners decided to write off the total value of goodwill, how should the entries get recorded? That what I want to consider. Look at it. This is the option that I want to consider. Just read on the screen. When new value of goodwill is determined, similar to the disclosed value of goodwill, in this case, no variation would come into existence in the value of goodwill. Thus, no accounting treatment is to be given for this portion. So, as there is no change in the value of asset, so no need to account for it. So, forget to write any entry for that. Don't consider it. Now, after that, partners decide to write off the existing goodwill. Existing goodwill in the books of accounts is to be written off. That is, partners wish to write off the disclosed value of goodwill. Now, let me explain. Suppose that the balance sheet value of goodwill is 60,000. Determined value is 60,000. So, there is no change in the value of goodwill. There are three partners A, B, C. They share profits and losses. Old ratio is 1:1:1. New ratio is 2:2:1. No change in the value of goodwill. 60,000 minus 60,000, no change. So no entry is to be recorded for raising or write-off. But now if partners decide to write off the goodwill, what is the book value of goodwill? 60,000. What is the revaluation made? 60,000. So what is the value that is there in the books of account after revaluation? 60,000. Now I want to write off. When? After change in the profit sharing ratio. So it has to be written off in the new profit sharing ratio. So 60,000 gets written off in the new profit sharing ratio as per this option. When A's capital account debited 60,000 into 2 by 5, 24,000. B's capital account is to be debited 60,000 into 2 by 5, that is 24,000. C's capital account is debited with 12,000, that is 1/5 of 60,000, and goodwill account gets credited 60,000. So by that, what will happen? Goodwill won't appear in the balance sheet. Now partners wish to write off, that I want to consider. After raising goodwill as mentioned, if the partners decide not to show the value of goodwill in the books of accounts, goodwill account should be written off. That is, goodwill account should be closed. To write off the value of goodwill, the existing partners' capital account is to be debited in their new profit sharing ratio, that is 2:2:1 for our illustration. And goodwill account should be credited with the total value. Thus, after writing of the value of goodwill, no goodwill will appear in the balance sheet. See, this is what I have read the theory aspect and have already explained to you. Goodwill return of 60,000 in the new profit sharing ratio 2:2:1. Now let me switch over to the second option. The option that I want to consider is this one. Determined value of goodwill is more than the disclosed value in the balance sheet. So, how to account for this option? And when you want to write off after revaluation, what to do? Let us understand. Under these circumstances, what is the circumstances? The book value of goodwill is there. Determined value is more than the book value. That is the circumstances. Under this circumstance, the difference in the value of goodwill will be debited to goodwill account and credited to the partner's capital account in the old profit sharing ratio. The value of goodwill will be shown after addition in the new balance sheet. The value of goodwill will be debited to the extent of increase in value of it. Let me take the illustration. The book value is 15,000. Determined value is 60,000. There are three partners A, B, C. Their old profit sharing ratio is 1:1:1. New profit sharing ratio is 2:2:1. Now, what you want to do? Find the increase in value of goodwill. What was the book value? 15,000. How much is the valuation made? 60,000. How much is the increase? 45,000. So increase in value of goodwill is 45,000. That should be raised. So goodwill account is to be debited to 45,000 and is to be credited to the old partner's capital account in the old profit sharing ratio. So each partner will get 1/3 of 45,000, that is 15,000 each. So the journal entry in this situation, that 45,000 is raised. So what is the journal entry? Goodwill account debit 45,000 to A's capital account credit 15,000 to B's capital account credit 15,000 to C's capital account credit 15,000. This is how entry gets recorded for increasing the value of goodwill from 15,000 to a level of 60,000. Now this is being done. After doing that, there is a change in the profit sharing ratio, and after changing the profit sharing ratio, partners decide not to show the goodwill in the books. So what is the total value of goodwill that will appear after raising 45,000? 60,000. So partner is not willing to show this 60,000 in the books of accounts. So they want to write off 60,000. That too after change in the profit sharing ratio. And now the existing profit sharing ratio is 2:2:1. So 60,000 gets written off in the new profit sharing ratio for this option. So 60,000 will be written off in the new profit sharing ratio 2:2:1. So what is the entry? A's capital account debit 60,000 into 2 by 5, 24,000. B's capital account debit 60,000 into 2 by 5, 24,000. C's capital account debit 12,000. 2. Goodwill account credit 60,000. So here I have it for these two options. What entry I recorded first? For raising goodwill 45,000. What was the entry? Goodwill account debit 45,000 to A's capital 15,000 credit to B's capital account credit 15,000 to C's capital account credit 15,000. After raising the goodwill to a level of 60,000, now I want to write off entire amount of 60,000. So goodwill account will be credited with 60,000 and that will be distributed between A, B and C in the new profit sharing ratio, that is 2:2:1. So 24,000, 24,000 and 12,000 will be debited to the respective capital account of A, B, C, and the goodwill account gets credited 60,000. So by crediting 60,000, the goodwill balance will become 0 because it was 15,000 raised 45,000. So debit balance was 60,000. Now by writing off I have credited 60,000. So balance of goodwill account will be 0. Now I want to consider the next option. This is the route that I have explained to you for writing off. After raising the goodwill as mentioned, if the partners decide not to show the value of goodwill in the books of accounts, the goodwill account should be written off. That is, goodwill account should be closed. To write off the value of goodwill, the existing partners' capital accounts are to be debited in their new profit sharing ratio. And goodwill account is to be credited at its total value, that is 60,000. Thus, after writing of the value of goodwill, no goodwill will appear in the balance sheet. So this is the verbatim that I write for you in a note which has already been explained to you. Next. Now the third option. The determined value of goodwill is less than the old disclosed value in the books of accounts. Under this circumstance, what is the circumstance? The revalued value is less than the book value. That is a circumstance. And there is a change in the profit sharing ratio. This is another phenomenon. That is a circumstance. Under this circumstance, the decrease in the value of goodwill will be credited to the goodwill account and debited to the partner's capital account in the old profit sharing ratio. The new value of goodwill as determined is disclosed in the new balance sheet. The goodwill account will be written off to the extent of reduced value. Now let me take the illustration. The balance sheet value of goodwill is, let's say 45,000, suppose 45,000. Determined value is 30,000. Now there are three partners A, B, C. Their old ratio is 1:1:1. Their new ratio is 2:2:1. Now what has happened? Balance sheet value is 45,000, determined value is 30,000. So there is a decline in value, 15,000. So value of goodwill has gone down by 15,000. Goodwill is an asset. The value of asset has gone down. So it is a one type of loss. Losses are debited to the partner's capital account. So this loss of 15,000 will be debited to the partner's capital account in the old profit sharing ratio, that is 1:1:1. And goodwill account gets credited. So 15,000, 1:1:1, 5,000 each. So what's the entry for writing of the goodwill? A's capital account debit 5,000, B's capital account debit 5,000, C's capital account debit 5,000 to goodwill account credit 15,000. When you credit goodwill account by 15,000, the value of goodwill 45,000 has gone down by 15,000. So it has gone to a level of 30,000. This is what has happened by writing of goodwill to the extent of 15,000. And if you just apply this much only, then goodwill will appear in the balance sheet at what value? 45,000 minus 15,000, 30,000 is the value of goodwill that will be reported in the balance sheet. But instead of doing so, if partners wish to write off the full disclosed value of goodwill in the books of accounts, then you have to write once again, you have to write off what? The leftover value 30,000 once again in the new profit sharing ratio. Let me do that. After raising goodwill as mentioned, if the partners decide not to show the goodwill in the books of accounts, goodwill account should be written off. That is, goodwill account should be closed. To write off the goodwill, the existing partner's capital account are to be debited in the new profit and loss ratio, and the goodwill account is to be credited at its total value. Thus, after writing of the goodwill, no goodwill will appear in the new balance sheet. Now, what is the value of goodwill existing in our illustration? From 45,000, I have already written off 15,000. So the value left is 30,000. Now I want to write off 30,000. That to when? After changing the profit sharing ratio. What is the new profit sharing ratio? 2:2:1. So in the ratio of 2:2:1, 30,000 is to be written off. So 30,000 into 2 by 5. How much amount? 12,000. So A's capital account debit 12,000. B's capital account debit 12,000. Same way 30,000 into 2 by 5. C's capital account debit 30,000 into 1/5, that is 6,000, and goodwill account credit 30,000. This is how the entry is recorded once again for writing of the goodwill. After first revaluation, that was also a decline in value of goodwill. So in the first phase, the goodwill was written off in the old profit sharing ratio. In the second phase, the goodwill is written off in the new profit sharing ratio. So this is also considered and explained to you by taking this illustration. These are the various options for accounting of goodwill where there is a change in the profit sharing ratio. We shall understand in detail the goodwill accounting even in the chapter of admission of a partner, which is also a reconstitution of a partnership firm. And we shall also learn the goodwill accounting and its effect in the instance of retirement or a death of a partner, which is also considered to be a reconstruction of a partnership firm. But that will be considered in next chapter number 5 and 6. So this much is sufficient for today for goodwill accounting and its effect. I think that you have followed all these things. Thanks to all.